met a family.
All right. We just want to follow you, get ready to network. Well, what is your moves now?
Look, I got some amazing volunteers here today.
Okay.
And I've got to feed them.
Excellent, true.
My girls are setting up the stage. We're about to do a demonstration here at the Vegetarian Vision Expo. We're going to make some collard green wraps today and let the family taste. And then we're just going to have a talk and meet and greet and all that good stuff.
Excellent, okay.
Feed the family right now. I'm going to demonstrate some collard green wraps. I wanted to present something that you can make quick and easy at home. You don't even have to have a stove on or oven. You can make something that is compact, that you can travel with, and that you can send in your kids' lunchboxes. Okay, and even if y'all lunchboxes, we're going to work, because that's where we usually get caught up, right? We go to work and we don't know what to eat, and we go to the vending machine, and then we go to Chick-fil-A, right? And we say, well, I'm vegan because I got the bean burrito on top of that. So, let's get started. Let me see what I have here. All right. So, there's only a few ingredients in our wrap today. The first thing that you're going to need is your collard green. Now, you don't have to use collard green. If you don't prefer the flavor or texture of collard, you can use nori. You can use coconut wraps if you're raw foodish. You can use even a Swiss chard, I really like with this dish, okay? And you can also use something like you know, if you're not a raw foodish, maybe like a spelt wrap or something like that, okay? So because my leaves are a little small, today I'm going to use 2 of these small leaves. But typically, if you want them to be very pliable, you can just kind of douse your leaf into some hot water, which is what we did today. So it's like a light blanch of sorts, right? And you can, you know, boil a little water, dip it, give it a nice blanch. If you're going to do it completely raw, that's fine as well, and it's wonderful as well. You can just take your knife and remove a part of the vein inside of your collard leaf to make it a little bit more pliable. And we may have to do that with some of these today. At the home of the incredible Dr. Sadie. I was so honored to be there with him and just honored to put out a book that I felt could really help people to transition into the alkaline diet or the electric or non-hybrid foods diet. Because of course a lot of us are going plant-based, but we're eating a lot of plant-based junk food, right? So we're eating a lot of starch. We're becoming starchitarian, right? So the goal of this book was to make sure that not only did you go vegan, but that you are a healthy vegan, that you are eating clean. That's very, very important. We want to make sure that we're eating foods that have a high pH so that we don't get into that acidic, starchy, sugary diet. You know, you don't want to do the vegan donuts and vegan pancakes and you know, you're still having disease. You can still get very sick when you're eating a vegan diet that is full of junk. So you know, you go to the market and you see those people that they're eating vegan foods, but their carts are full of boxes and processed foods. You want to be very, very steer clear of that, okay? So that's what this book is all about. It's about 50% information and transitional, even historic information, but also, of course, recipes. So you can find this recipe here, and you can find it over there. All right. We also released a book this 2015 for women who are suffering with reproductive disorders. So we have that book available as well. Hey, there it is. The Fibroid Elimination Guide. And this is for women suffering with all reproductive disorders. In fact, all reproductive disorders have the same root causes. Okay, so I know doctors will tell you there's no cause, there's no cure. It's not true. We've helped women to overcome, shrink up to 50 fibroids. So if you're suffering with infertility or reproductive disorder, there are lots of foods that can help you to prevent, even eliminate fibroids, PCOS, endometriosis, you name it. We have this book available for you back there as well. All right. So, sound good? All right, moving on. We've got our currants. If you're not familiar with currants, they're these small little sweet baby raisins. And we're going to throw that in there as well, just to give it a little sweet kick. So if you're just now arriving, This recipe is filling for our collard green wrap. And it is sun-dried tomatoes, walnuts, red quinoa, and we've got some currants going in now to sweeten it up. Okay. So now we're going to make it a little savory. And we're going to throw in some red onion. Let's do a few more of those. All right. So we're going to put some red onion in there. And again, the reason why we don't process this dish is because we don't want it to get too sticky like a pate. It's not meant to be that way. But you certainly could put all these ingredients into a processor and it would be very tasty. But the goal here is to make it a little bit more light and filling at the same time. Okay, so you got your red onion. You won't put too much of that. Sorry? Oh, how much of it? And this is it's a personal thing. And I'm gonna be honest. I don't like recipes so much because it's so personal. I love red onion, so I go crazy with it. And you can find this recipe at vegetarianvisionexpo.com, you guys, as well. They have got the recipe from me, and you can find it there. But you do not need a lot of onion. You can also use scallions or green onions if you're not too crazy about the strong flavor of red onion. I personally love it. So I'm going to do a half a red onion today. But you can do more if you like, more or less. Okay. So that's that. And then we're going to add some herbs because we want to brighten this dish up just a little bit. So one of the first herbs I'm going to add is going to be some basil, some dill, and I love chives. We don't use garlic on the electric food diet. And I know we had a lot of people yesterday saying, oh my God, why? Why don't you use garlic? Well, we don't use it because on the electric foods diet, it is actually very, very low in pH. So we consider it acidic. All right. So we don't use garlic on the electric foods diet. Garlic also, if it's eaten every day with every meal, it can cause issues with your digestive tract. Okay, it's very, very harsh on that digestive tract. So although I will eat garlic if I have, say I get the flu, say I get the cold, say, something that I really need to overcome, I'm very mucousy, I may have a little garlic just to overcome that. But it's not something that I eat every day. Okay, it's more medicinal. All right. So instead of using garlic on this diet, we do a lot of red onion, we do chives, and we do also shallots. Okay, so I'm going to put some dill in there. I'm going to throw some basil in there. You don't have to use all of these herbs for this dish. You can just add whatever you have on hand. If you just have, one of the two, that's fine as well. Today we're going to do a little bit of all three. And I know a lot of people don't really use, it's a funky knife right here. A lot of people don't use chives in their food anymore, but chives are one of the most delicious herbs that you can add to your food. I mean, really a beautiful, strong flavor. And it really does work to replace garlic for many dishes. And here's our chives. So we'll add some of those. And then of course we got to spice this thing up, right? Now you can use cayenne if you want to. That's a personal choice. You don't have to. We're not going to use it today, but actually there's a little cayenne in our delicious indigenous spice. And that's this little baby right here that we're going to use today. This delicious indigenous spice is my own personal blend. And it has over 15 different herbs and spices, including dulse, including the smoked black lava salt, as well as the thyme and the rosemary and all those herbs, but it also has date sugar. So it has a little salty, sweet kick to it. It's absolutely delicious. And it's meant to be a season all. So you can pretty much use it on everything. It has coriander, cilantro, wonderful. So we're going to put a little bit of that in this dish today as well. But you could use just some sea salt. That would be fine. Some sea salt, some cayenne pepper would be just fine. A little bit more of that. All right. And then to that, we're going to do a little lemon. You can do lime if you prefer. available right in the back here. This is my own spice blend. And it is awesome. It's our most popular product, actually. All right, we've got lemon. We're gonna do a little olive oil. You can use grapeseed oil or hemp seed oil, avocado oil, whatever you prefer. All right. And that's that. So we're just gonna toss that up. Can y'all see that? And that's that. So we're going to use that as our filling. So it's kind of a sweet, salty, lemony, herbaceous, really filling. Okay. So now we're going to stuff our burrito. Let me clear a spot here for our wrap. So we got some really small collard wraps. For some of you who just walked in, you do not have to use collard. You can use chard. You can use nori. You can use belt wraps or coconut wraps, whatever you prefer. But the goal is just to get a nice filling plant-based wrap going. So since we've got some small leaves, we have blanched them in just a little warm water, but you can eat them raw. And we're going to double up on our wrap because they're so small. Typically, if they're raw, you're going to remove the vein just by sliding your knife right across and pulling that vein so it's a little more pliable, but we have blanched these. So here we go. I may need 3 with this baby. Let's see. We'll try. We'll just make a small little baby one. All right, so we've got our filling. You don't want to put too much or you're going to ruin the wrap. And it's also really helpful if you put like maybe just a little bit of, we have some basil left. If you do like mixed greens, and you can add your mixed greens on top of this or whatever, you throw some hummus on there, just go crazy with it. You know what I'm saying? Just make it filling, make it fun. And that the spring greens also help to kind of keep it together. And then you just roll and pull in your ends, and roll, and fold. That's really it. And I'm gonna just stuff this one in my mouth because I'm hungry. No, I'll pass this out. Who wants the first one? Come on and get it. Come on, I see you. You can have it. You can have the first one. So I'm gonna take my headphones off. Any questions? Firstly, before I start handing these out, I do not have many. I am so sorry. I mean, literally, we have enough for maybe 6, 7 people. I didn't know how many people I'd be serving today, so we're gonna do our best. Thank you. Do you have any questions about alkaline, non-hybrid, and wild foods? About reproductive disorder and food and preventing? Yes. Excuse me. You can skip the oil. Absolutely. You can just throw some avocado in there. You can throw some avocado in there and skip the oil. There's no need for the oil. You know, I always say oil is nice, but our bodies are mostly water. And oil and water don't mix, right? But you know that already. So, oil is a delicacy in that way. But it's not always necessary.
Any other questions?
Any other questions? Questions about non-hybrid and wild food. Questions about electric foods. All right, great.
Sprouts.
You could use sprouts, like the pumpkin sprouts, or you could arugula sprouts. Sure. This is one of those things where this is literally, I'm giving you guys just a, it's a template, right? Oh, this is a really tiny one, but it's tiny green. You'll take it. All right. I may have to chop the next ones in half. Yeah, you can definitely use sprouts. You can use pumpkin seeds, pine nuts, hummus, chickpeas. The goal is I want for people to get off all the starch. And I think that that's something that the vegan culture, we've really gotten into becoming starchitarian. And that's making us very sick. So we got to get off at it. The moment we let go of vegan dairy, we go with the potatoes and the white rice and the burrito wraps, right?
Right. And maybe you can tell us why starch is so harmful. What happens once it enters the body?
Good question. So it leads to obesity, first of all, and certainly leads to cancer. It actually takes the body into a very acidic state, which is where all disease starts from. So if you notice, if you start to eat a lot of starch-based foods, what does your body do? You feel comforted. That's because of the opiates that it releases. It's actually a drug. And it makes your mind feel comforted. It makes you feel, like they say, comfort food, the macaroni, the potatoes, and all that stuff. But actually, it's really, really draining your body of water, draining your cells of water. It's very dehydrating, which really is also at the base of aging, the base of disease, is to pull water out of your body. You're mostly water, so everything that you're eating should actually be electrical and be very hydrated. That's really all that you need, just like the plant, sun and water. So you have to think of it from that perspective, that if you put a piece of bread into a cup of water, what happens? Soaks it up. So think of your body in that way. You're really a container of water. So you don't want to observe all of your water. I tell people, you're not getting old, you're dehydrated.
Exactly.
That's all that's happening. You're wrinkling because you're dehydrated.
Right. We have a question here too.
Yes, question.
Do you have a book or a restaurant?
A book or a restaurant? Well, you have your books here, but do you own a restaurant?
Okay, I'm sorry. I was listening to her question and yours at the same time. Can you say that louder? Oh, okay. So she said, how important is cleansing on an electric diet? What I say is that an electric diet is cleansing. You're always cleansing.
Exactly.
Eating electric food. The ABCs is to always be cleansing.
Exactly.
So everything you eat actually should be cleansing.
Okay.
There we go.
And the next question, do you own your own restaurant?
I am a personal and private chef. I'm considering opening a cafe in Atlanta, Georgia. But I just had a baby, so I may have another one. So we'll see. We'll see.
And your book, these are the current books you have?
Oh, yeah, the current books are electric. I'll let Samantha hold those. Electric and the fibroid elimination recipe guide that addresses all reproductive disorders.
Excellent. Any other questions?
And we have spices as well as sea moss, which is one of the main components on the electric diet. Is sea moss. How many of you have used sea moss? Just a very few of you. Sea moss is one of the best things that you can put into your body. Mark my words, in the next 2 years, you're going to see a huge boom in the sea moss industry. Why? Because sea moss has 98 of the necessary 102 minerals that the body needs. And Caribbean people know this very well. Caribbean people use sea moss for everything. But I'm telling you, mark my words, we carry black sea moss in the back there. You're going to put it in your smoothies, and it is truly a super food. It's good for prostate, good for your bones, good for calcium. It's phenomenal. Mark my words on that.
Excellent. And
The teas are in the back, tamarind tea, as well as roasted dandelion. Both of them have yerba mate in them, and they're delicious. I've made it myself.
excellent. Since you haven't said your name, I don't think, since you've been up there,
Goodness.
say it and then.
Chef Ahki.
Exactly. And what does your name mean? Who are you?
Okay, so Chef Ahki, I'm from Oklahoma, you guys. My family's Cherokee, Choctaw. I am a celebrity chef, but I'm also a health food activist and a nutritional counselor and author. And I'm a resident vegan chef over at the Wendy Williams Show. You guys may have seen me on there several times.
Excellent, excellent, excellent.
All right, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'm gonna check out some burritos.
I'll tell you, most wine is not water. We talk about that in the book. But the skill is awesome. But I still want to get in house and meals too.
this momentum is incredible, but people don't realize this what it means when you want to be in the game for real and establish your brand, establish your product. Yeah, anything less, someone else will be eating your lunch. Exactly. Yes. For young women that you're inspiring, what would you say to them in those rocky points when things aren't going totally the way they want?
Purpose and passion. Just stay on your purpose and follow your passion. Because no matter what happens, sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Sometimes I go to events, there's maybe 20 people there. Sometimes I go and there's thousands. But it doesn't matter. I'm still going to give 120% because it may be that one person that I help to heal.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what this is all about for me. It's not about wealth, but it's about that internal wealth, about giving back. I could die today and I would be so grateful that I know I live my purpose in helping other people, helping humanity to heal. So that's all that matters at the end of the day. It's about becoming an honored ancestor. So you want to give your best today and you'll get everything will come to you no matter what.
Yeah. You pushing that. So, and I tried purposely today to get the background stuff.
Yes.
They don't know there's so many things that you're adjusting right up into the moment of a presentation. And then there could be sound issues. There's so many things related to being a professional that if you can speak to, because we are inspiring the young. It's mostly young ladies. What would you say to them if they want to, if they see you as one of their examples that they want to follow?
Man, if you are a young woman that's interested in getting into the health and wellness industry, and I know I get a lot of emails from you guys, and I don't get a chance to talk to everybody, so hopefully a lot of people see this now. If you are interested, firstly, I think it's important to find your niche, find what you're good at. If it's speaking, then hone in on that craft. If it's cooking, hone in on that craft. If you're interested with herbs and gardening, and that's something that you feel that really called to, hone in on that and master that and focus on that. For me, I feel like writing and speaking was my craft. Although I love to cook, my passion for speaking, teaching, and writing was my path. So I focused on that, and I kind of used that to catapult me. So if food photography is your craft, and if the qigong and things like that are your craft, or the yoga, whatever it is in wellness, you've got to focus on that thing that is your craft and hone in on that. Also, I want to make it clear that a lot of us believe that we have to go and get these certifications from the Western Medical Institute in order to get into the wellness industry, even from the Western Naturopathic Institutes in order to move forward. I, for a fact, know women who are in my same arena, in my same age group, that they took a couple years to go and get these different certifications, only to find out that what they need to be eating isn't a part of that curriculum, and what they need to be teaching to their people is not a part of that curriculum. So you gotta do your own self-study. Don't rely on other institutions to teach you what you need to understand. You have to be a student for yourself, okay? Also, don't rely on money to be something that holds you back from your dream in this field either. I didn't have any money when I started this. I just attracted someone who was willing to invest their resources, time, and energy. So, again, it's not all about money. Sometimes relationships is money.
Exactly.
So your attitude Your attitude. I know women that cook better than me. They have more, I guess, experience under their belt. But the attitude, you know, so I got a love for my people that's so strong. That it goes beyond anything that anybody can do or say. So if your love for your people is there, for wellness and your passion is there, then be mindful of your behavior and of your attitude, the way you treat people. You don't know who may be on the come up around you. So I don't care if it's the cameraman, I don't care if it's the internship, I don't care if I have some beautiful sisters that's working for me for years. And I know it's only because of my attitude. I try to make sure that they're loved, that they're fed, and that they're taken care of in their own healing. So you gotta treat people good, and that's what your word needs to be impeccable. Your integrity is what's gonna get you.
Well, sis, I appreciate the connection you made with Sarnette. I would not have this privilege of coming down, and you know, you've been seen already by the conscious community, but we have a very interesting sect as well. I've read some of the comments already, said had that sister back. We're trying to get more female voices. Queen Akabula Ahmad is one of the voices out there. We want to bring a network of women that do what you do, that speak into women's experience in a way that heals them and inspires them. So as we wrap, your social media contacts, how can the people watching right now support you and follow you?
Please follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at Chef Ahki, A-H-K-I. On Facebook, I'm the Chef Ahki. That's the fan page. Y'all can also find me at GoChefAhki.com and TheFreshTribe.com. It's for my private group. For those of you who are serious and ready to get healing, we got a private group. So check out TheFreshTribe.com.
Excellent. All right, thank you. Get some rest. You've been running on fumes, but you've been
madhouse any minute.
Yes, but you've been making it happen. It's been a treat working with you today and taking the story. Peace.